YouTubers, League of Legends communities, and everyone else who happens to click on this video. This is Spazie from Compact Gaming. I'm joined today here by Rokspine. Say hello, please.
Hello again, wonderful viewers.
Alright, keep it down. So this... What is this? Explain.
This is another ranked match we played this evening.
With a Cillian on 700 ping. God damn it. Sorry.
Oh, where is he playing from? Baghdad.
His calculator, I think.
Yeah, have a look at the loading screen. You can have a look at these decent setups. Oh, that was a bit fast. I'll just press tab for you all to have a quick look at the teams.
280 carries on the other team this time.
Wait, it was
Although
Twisted Fate
TF
AD?
Ah, you're right. Yeah, probably going AP then.
Zillion grabbing a ward, going the support route. Both teams with the CV, as usual.
So again, a little introduction. This is a commentary with me and Rokspine. We're both from a clan called Compact Gaming, playing a lot of League of Legends and throwing down some commentaries now and again. This will probably be the second one we're getting up there, right?
Yep. Hoping that's going to be the case. Now, you see Morgana straying off a bit here, but usually we want to group up at this point. Again, guys, I'll just tell you a bit more about the LoL replays program we're using. You cannot see the frames, you cannot see the unit frames on players which are not on the screen of the person who's recorded. As you can see now, the phases in and out. So this is a bit of a glitch with the program at the moment, but hopefully it will be changed in the future. And we're just running with it, because we're fine with that.
And what's happening right now is TF is disconnected there, so we thought, hey, well, why not go for their blue? So we're advancing here in the jungle to get their blue, and we didn't get a glance of them with our CV there, so we're moving in right now. Moving tight together as a bowl. That's usually what we want to do, right?
I'm pretty sure we're saying some jokes right now on our server.
Now our MF is going to lane. Ram is starting the blue, and we are probably going to put some DPS there to help him secure it.
More dots! More dots!
Enemy CV goes down. Ooh, look at this. There comes Cillian with a bomb, following up by Ignites, and we're getting out. GTFO, Corky flashing in, getting some damage, exhaust on him, but it won't do the trick, and Morgana goes down. First blood for the enemy team, not very good. Yeah,
that was a 4-on-5 fight, but they came out of the bush. They surprised us. Sorry, correct me.
It was 4-on-4.
Yeah. Everyone moving to lane now, but that was a bit of a weird start. I don't think I've ever seen that before.
That was kind of sneaky, them grouping up in the brush next to the top left turret and just kind of expecting us to get in there. And yeah, that was cool. That was well played.
Oh, we're going to see some really interesting changes now. If you look at Jax in mid lane currently versus Corky, Morgana's moving top to go against Vladimir, which is a pretty obvious counter right there.
Used to the black shield there, countering spell damage, and also Morgana picking the Ignite for this game, which of course will help Vladimir, and the Jax having the exhaust, which is good against the Corky. Amumu's getting pinged there in the bottom jungle. Meanwhile, our Rammus is moving without buff to the raids there, getting some leveling.
And again, just like our last commentary actually, we've got a Janna MF at bottom lane, which is a very, very solid combination. They're missing one from bottom actually at the moment.
That was TF getting reconnected just now, so he's gonna get there probably anytime soon. Bottom's getting some damage on that turret there. What are you drinking, by the way, Rokspine?
I'm out of tea at the moment, so I'm moving on to the water.
A Brit out of tea?
Yeah.
What is this I hear?
Might have to give me a second to get some more.
I'm rocking my water here.
Tea time! Yeah, water's good. I drink liters of it every day.
It's good, right? I've heard it's good. So Corky's been getting some nice harassment from Jaxer in mid, and Amumu's actually taking over for a couple of minutes while he's recalling.
But I think we're about to see something interesting happen here from the enemy team.
Ah, you're right. So Corky is appearing top lane now against Morgana. Clearly they want, and Vlad's there, just appearing mid. Clearly they want to make the combination as optimal as possible in the laning phase.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with them. I mean, if I was up against this setup, I would have swapped. Mainly because it's all about this early game and getting minions. But swapping does lose you a little bit of experience and the potential minion count, but in the long haul it actually is a good idea for those who are wondering.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and that's right, I remember now that we also decided to swap back.
Yeah, so you see Morgana moving to mid now, against the Vladimir again. It's something you'll see quite often actually when people are trying to perfect a setup, and you'll see later on that this team is very, very competent and they play their champions very well. So I'm not surprised if they've used this setup before. So just glimpsing bottom again. Bottom's being pushed. Zillion, some great harassment actually. Not the best support I would choose because of the non-healing aspect, but really nice to push people back if you've got lane dominance.
Ram's coming in.
Yeah, we're going to see what they can do now. Rammus powerballing up in the brush to wait. There's the CV. Exhaust is not going to stop Rammus. Oh, he does go back.
Great flash there.
Yeah, that was
probably useful. Getting caught in that taunt would not have been beneficial for him.
That's another thing for viewers to note. I mean, if a gank like that is unsuccessful, you've got to remember that the TF now has his flash down, and he's got no escapability. So even if you feel that a gank is not going to work, try and get the jungler to come in and just force them to use a summoner spell, or just blow some mana.
Yeah, definitely something I would consider a semi-successful gank in that matters. Now, if you glance at top, we get Morgana and Jax coming in to gank Vladimir during a switch. Morgana is waiting for Vladimir's pull to run out, but Vladimir successfully jukes that dark binding.
Yeah, I have to say that was well played by Vladimir. I'm pretty sure after his pull, if he landed that dark binding, it would have been a kill. But
it's a little thing that does it.
Yeah, Corki now pushing mid. This whole team actually is very, very good at juking. Corki, an excellent pusher, so we've always got to be watching out where he is. Now Jack's caught off guard slightly, but manages to loop strike away. Right, we see Vladimir and Morgana top actually both doing 6. Okay, they're both using their ultis now. Very competent. But Vladimir, excellent juke into the bush.
Yeah, well played. And Morgana, unfortunately, on a bit low mana, they're not able to land a last dark binding for the kill. Vladimir getting a bit ahead there. Obviously able to stay with potions and spell vamp on its Q. Ram is moving in for a desperate little last attempt gank there. Having some hesitations and not going for it.
I think he's realising he can't do much now. Because Vladimir, I mean, even on a third life, he's going to be able to suck on... I love that word. Suck on the creeps.
Suck on the creepies. Yes. Again, Amumu is mid with red buff. Corki has been forced to go B to some harassments, and Vladimir is moving towards mid again to switch the lanes. Now here we have Rammus now working on the red buff, and I think he's going to try and support it to Jax there. Vladimir getting a glance at them. Amumu flashing in with a very nice bandage touch. Jax is caught there, and Rammus goes down. Will Jax be able to get away? He flashes, and here comes Morgana. Will she land the dark binding? Yes, it's a hit, a turret hit, and a leap strike, and that's a dead Vladimir.
Yeah. Although it was excellent play by Amumu there, the flash and the bandage toss, and then he just had enough mana for ulti. I noticed he was on 0 mana after that. Very good play.
Just goes to show that they probably had a good war there somewhere to have the great positioning of Rammus and knowing exactly when he initiated on that red buff, and it really, really helps out. You can see these frantic pings at top lane where Corki is pushing, but I think the swap is going to come again. Morgana manages to keep attacking mid for a while, but I think is about to go back. Oh, they're at our red buff. Yes, Amumu is constantly harassing this Rammus in the jungle. Flashing away, Jax coming in to support Corki and go for a desperate kill here. Will Rammus be able to juke that last cannon barrage? He does, but an auto attack brings him down. He goes in for a desperate taunt there. I think he realizes he's lost, but Jax is chasing now, getting some damage on that Amumu. Now here he is. I remember this correctly, that I was trying to hit the creeps there to get my stun to proc, but my attack speed was a bit slow, so I didn't manage to actually get it, and I was losing pace with the enemies I was chasing, so I ignored it. But Morgana's coming in now. Morgana could try something pretty crazy now. I think there's 3-on-2 situation here. Morgana's full with blue buff, but
I believe she realises suddenly that she's outnumbered. Good bandage toss after the Black Shield.
And Vladimir's getting a bit aggressive there, and Jax is able to get him down with a Leech Strike there. It does a surprising amount of damage, that Leech Strike.
It does, certainly, and if you level it up for the cooldown, it's great. But I mean, just looking there, that play from Vladimir was a pure example of greed. When Morgana running off with, and then baiting again with very low life, and Jax coming in for the kill.
We all know the poison of the greed. TF
yes.
using Destiny now, Rammus at the red buff, and there he comes, porting in, trying to steal or going for the kill. He's going for the kill actually. Rammus severely injured, running away to support with Morgana. Now Jax is coming in from top. TF is working out that red buff. Will he get it? No, he's moving away. Morgana is trying to land a Dark Binding here, hopefully. Let's see. Oh, just flashing away, exhaust on TF. Here comes Rammus for the taunt. Some damage from Jax, and this should bring that TF down.
Yeah, that taunt, I mean, by now, what is he, he's level 5, that taunt will be for 2.5 seconds, so it's a pretty decent ability to have right now.
Very excellent indeed. A bit desperate there, I'd say, by the TF going in for the red buff steal when he knows that there are enemies in the enemy jungle there.
Yeah, but I think this team seems to be playing a lot to that strength. They know they've walled out the jungle, they're not afraid to move around in it, which I think is a very good quality to have if it's under control.
Oh, Jax going down top. Yeah, I remember that. Corki played an interesting aggressive tactic there, and I was really sloppy there, I think. And as you can see, Amumu was lurking about in the brush there, trying to get a gank even.
Amumu going to plant more wards in our jungle.
Yes, and I remember Rammus here being very, very frustrated by the fact that he was not able to jungle efficiently at all, which really, really hurts a lot in mid-game.
Yeah, and coupled with the fact that I believe the Zilean has already got an Oracle now, and Janna has desperately been trying to put wards out, but even she is quite poor at the moment. There's one at Dragon, which is very important to have one there. I'm not sure why she put another one by bottom. Straight away.
Another ward example. I think the enemy team are Vlad moving in for the blue. They know Rammus is doing it. Rammus is moving out, forced to move out. They're all getting in there now to steal the blue, and this will really, really slow down Rammus' jungling, and he cannot support it and get it to a teammate that really needs it, i.e. Morgana.
Yeah, this is a classic example of people being out of position. I mean, if you look around, the 5 players of our side are really spread out. The red team have got an absolute mission to take out that blue buff, so they're all moving together, which really, really shuts down our jungler.
It is so underestimating shutting down a jungler. It really is one less player to worry about in that sense. If you get a successful shutdown, stealing those buffs and denying him XP there.
Bottom lane is taking a few hits now actually, and with the Amumu they could be diving soon. I know that must be on their mind.
A bit of an unstrategic war, this one at the bottom of the river. I don't really know what Janna was thinking while placing that one. You probably either want to get it in the brush on bottom there or to the right, because that really is the most beneficial place to have it.
I remember getting a bit of frustration now, so we got an Oracle on Janna, which is really...
Second going top with a Dark Binding and Ignite, and is it enough to bring him down? It is. A good Ignite there on top seals the deal for Vlad.
Yeah, he was just being a bit too aggressive and thinking he was on like Half-Life, he could heal everything back, but there were no minions, or Morgana's minions, so he wasn't able to heal off much. I know that pool does a lot of healing on him. How much does it exactly, do you know?
I do not know exactly, but it also depends on how many minion or creeps are in there, I think. Corki moving top, ghosting towards Janna now. Janna is... Oh, there comes Destiny by TF. Will he port in? He ports into the upper brush. Gold card that is blocked by Morgana's Dark Binding, I mean Dark Shield. And, ooh, will he be able to get out? And the little rattling gun there from Corki brings him down.
Yeah, this was also a very sloppy play, knowing that TF had ultimate. Very, very mobile team with the Corki and Ghost. Ghost is actually very underrated at the moment. I think a lot of people are choosing Flash over it, but for certain champions and moving around lanes, it can be very beneficial.